Hey everyone, I hope you had a wonderful break. I hope you got lots of rest. I hope you did some exciting things. I can't wait to hear about it in our live session this week. But we are going to start off talking about World War II. Um, in World War II, or before World War II. Sorry, before World War II, Germany is experiencing hard economic times. That's because of the Treaty of Versailles, World War One. Germany having to repay those reparations for the damage that they caused during World War One. And this is also what allowed those economic hard times is what allowed the Nazi Party to come to power, the National Socialist Party. Um, the leader of the Nazi Party is Adolf Hitler. He gains control of the country because he promises to restore Germany's position in the world. He soon becomes a dictator, taking complete control of the country. So here you can see Hitler right here and all the crowds in Germany in 1938. So we know that Hitler ignores the treaty. The Treaty of Versailles states that he has to make his army smaller, his military smaller, had to repay those reparations, had to give back the land that he had taken. He ignores those treaties. And the way he's able to ignore it and not have any consequences from countries like England and France and the UK is because everybody is suffering from the Depression. They can't really focus on other countries right now. They're more focused on their own. So Hitler rebuilds Germany's military. He makes it bigger. He also promises to restore the lost territories. He promises to get some of that land back. Um, and like I said, those leaders in other countries failed to enforce that treaty. So by 1936, Hitler has taken some territory back along the Rhine River. In 1938, he unites with Austria. Um, he demands parts of Czechoslovakia to be given back to him. And of course, France and Great Britain give in because they are worrying about other things. They're worrying about their own economy. And then in 1939, Hitler's army invaded Poland. This is the last straw for the Allies. Is when he starts invading other countries. Here he is. You can see Hitler is right here in the photo. This is Hitler, and this is his troops marching into Poland in 1939. We're going to have to skip the videos. It won't pick up in here, but I will put those um, in the unit in case you want to go back and watch them. So in Japan, you also have feelings of nationalism going on in Japan, feelings of militarism going on in Japan through the 1920s and 1930s. Emperor Hirohito is the ruler of Japan, ruler of the military in Japan, has lots of power in his government. Japan starts building up its army, building up its navy, building up its air force. And by 1931, they have invaded China. Here you can see Emperor Hirohito in 1938. Um, Over the next few years, Japan is conquering several countries in eastern China, or several areas of eastern China. By 1942, they captured Manila, which is the capital of the Philippines. They captured Singapore, and they eventually captured the East Indies, the Philippine island, and a lot of the other Pacific islands. In Italy, in 1925, you have Mussolini that becomes dictator. He is a fascist government. He has a fascist government, just like Hitler. They opposed Western democracy. They were very cruel leaders. Mussolini does increase the size of his military as well. And Italy conquers Albania, and Ethiopia, and Africa. So you can see here, these are Italy's colonies by 1940 in Africa. So Italy is trying to colonize Africa. You have Germany that's taking over some of the area around it. And then over here, you have Japan conquering on the Pacific side. So in 1936, Mussolini signs an alliance with Germany. By 1940, Japan signs an alliance with Germany and Italy. These countries soon become known as the Axis powers. Right here you can see Hitler, and you can see Mussolini. So by 1939, World War II has broke out in Europe. The U.S. followed the policy of neutrality. Remember, they are still struggling from the Great Depression in the U.S. They are not joining. They said they would not join either the Axis powers or the Allied powers. And a lot of people in Europe believes that the war is Europe's problem, not America's problem. So Japan, Germany, Italy, they continue to be victorious. They take over nation after nation, and the U.S. watches from the sidelines. Okay, what you need to do now is save your notes. You need to submit your notes. And then you will move on to the assignment with Georgia in World War II. Make sure if you have any questions about this that you write them down so that we can discuss in our live session on Thursday.